Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Yo.
Silent, yo, buddy. Thank you, sir. Yo. 32 months. Thank you, man. Sorry, we haven't really been here in a while, and I'm just so busy with stuff that, like, I don't really have time to do anything but try and figure out life. So this is the, figure out life part. Where it's not going to be exciting, and there's probably nothing that's going to go on, but, you know, that's life. We have been very busy. Super busy. Super busy. Get this shit out the way. Yeah, we are. So anything leading up to that point needs to be somewhat beneficial to make it easier, and this is some of that. So less sprues, more storage would be lovely. Probably happen next year. Most likely. There's no definite timeline. Only whispers. But it is one day at a time, so you know what? You do what you do, right? Try and get some stuff done in the meantime. We're already in August. September, October, November, December. The year is, I feel like the year is already over. This was like the shortest year of my life. Everything felt like a blur. Like, genuinely. I feel like nothing has happened and everything has happened in 2026. Fuck. Oh, where did that go? What a mess. Oh, Christ. Where did it go? Okay, well, thank God I have a flashlight. My ass is getting old. Where's this damn bit? Oh, that's a gyrocopter bit on the floor. What the hell? Oh, this whole thing fell. What the fuck? Oh, go figure. Oh, is this a coin? White dwarf coin. Oh, look at that. It's on the floor. Where the fuck did the torso go? Hang on, I gotta find this piece. Ay. My joints don't work no more. Ah, God. I've got the arthritis. Where's this bit? Okay, there's the gyro bit. Where the hell is the torso? Yeah, the worst thing is dropping anything on the fucking floor. If you drop Warhammer on the floor, it's gone. Oh, here it is. Ah. All right. Home Depot. Can't go wrong with Home Depot. $2 light. Super useful. When does the summer even end? When is it supposed to be over? Like, what month is that? I don't know my months anymore. Everything is a blur. I guess it would be what? September, August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Like September, October. Yeah, September, October. Yeah. My brain is like completely cooked right now. Found a head under my computer that I dropped months ago. Yeah, if you've got Warhammer, you've got things lying around that you think you knew where they were at one point, and you're like, oh. Like, it's under there maybe, but I don't know exactly where, and then you find it. Yeah, I'm sure I've got entire fucking minis on the floor right now in pieces. This whole room is a bit of a nightmare. But you know what? You clean it up and you move on. I don't want to use these clippers. I like Japanese products when it comes to Warhammer, but I gotta say, their hands, like, I don't know what it is about it. They always make their tools smaller because I guess Japanese people might have smaller hands. I'm not sure why they make them tiny, but they're like unwieldy. They're good products though. They're amazing. But this is just tiny. It's like, even if it's scale modeling, it's like, give me a big tool. I can't use this thing. It's funky. Leo, hello, sir. Yeah, it should be ending, it should be ending in the next month or so, which is nice. I need cool weather. Everyone wants cool weather.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Fight.
Quinn, thank you, bro. Thank you, sir. Yeah, mama. What day is it today? Oh, today's Tuesday. Yesterday was a civic holiday. Look at that. I at least know what day of the week it is. A room full of body parts. Well, technically, with Warhammer, that is true. You just got to be careful how you describe things to people, because they may think you're a psychopath. But then when they figure out you do Warhammer, they just think you're a weirdo. Either way, you're not winning. You are not winning. No, I haven't really streamed in a while, man. I was on last night for a bit. I'm going to be on all today because I'm just going to take a break. I've been very, very busy behind the scenes, and I've just not really had time to kind of do anything. So, I'm just going to say, fuck it. And I'm taking a day off to just do things on stream and be a normal, working class human being. Because I just don't have time these days, unfortunately, which fucking sucks. And I'd love to say things are probably going to get better, but I think they're just going to get more busy. Unfortunately. So you're good, man. We're not even streaming as much right now. I have a lot to do. When you're younger, things are awesome. You're like, I don't have to do anything today but go to school and eat boogers and worry about my Halo 3 rank. Now there's like a million other things to worry about. Yeah, you're a good man. Good luck, buddy. Peace, dude. You're a good sir. I'll be around. It's going to be pretty slow here, but I'm usually, or at least I'd like to be around a bit more, if anything. Whoops. Bum, bum, bum. I'm so addicted to League Classic. League Classic right now is like just too much fun. Not many people give a fuck about it, which is so sad, but maybe if rank comes out and they release a few more champs, people might care, but no one wants to play League Classic. I do hope they keep it, though. It is. I wouldn't say it's very slow. I mean, that's just what old League was. I mean, I think everyone's too used to New League, where everything is very fast and like ADHD, you know, TikTok brained, which is fine, but like you kind of need that distinction. You know, maybe having minions spawn a little bit faster, I don't think I'd be against. I don't think that changes anything, to be honest. But it's a little bit of a tougher game because you don't have that much bullshit. Everything is just very cut and dry, and you definitely have to work together to win. I'll say that much. Shit. Let me see here. Gotta redo this a little bit, put all this shit together. Crossbow arms. At ease arms. At ease arms. Horns. At ease arms. At ease arms. Chi. Hang on. Yo, Velgen, thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you for the gifted sub, buddy. Yeah, I haven't streamed on this channel in, I think, almost a month, 2 weeks. And even right now, I'm not going to be on too long, but I just got to get some stuff done. If it's Warhammer related, why not try and do it on stream, even if it's not anything entertaining? I thank you, man. Goofy models. Well, the old map is very... All the old stuff is just... It's nostalgia. You know, if they want to bring any of that to, like... If they want to bring it up to snuff, even just slightly, they can do it, but you'd probably kill the essence of the game. You know, it's meant to be jank, it's meant to be slow, it's meant to be, like, experimental. Which I like. I mean, you know... Not everyone's gonna like it, though, for sure. 40-minute MOBA games. They can run about 40 minutes, yeah. I mean, towers die very quickly, though. If you work as a team, the games aren't nearly as long. Like, they're pretty short. You can take towers in 3 seconds. Hang on. Towers die like it's nothing. It's just the light. The light's above my camera. It's just different. It's always weird to get lighting on this stream. I had to redo a lot of shit in this room, and now I'm trying to get rid of sprues, because sprues take up way too much space. So I'm just trying to make the most of the time we have. Try and clean up as much as I can, and sort, and figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know why you're banned, bro. I have no idea. I didn't ban you. I don't ban anyone. Did you leave a message for the mods to unban you? Stunty freaky. Yeah, if you want to play Battle March again, let's throw down, bitch. I fought my girlfriend in Battle March recently. I played a 650 point game. I think it could be fun. Yeah, these are the old, I want to say they're what, 6th edition? These are 6th, well, these are 6th edition plastics, but this shield sprue may have been a little bit earlier. I can't remember. Yeah, it was. I think this was what, 5th edition? Well, technically these were made in what, 98? Stamp 98. This could have been for 5th. Good sprue, though. No, she's playing counts. It was vampire counts against dwarves. Let's just say at that price point, or not price point, I should say, at any pointed version of Old World, you're gonna have problems with counts. That's all I gotta say. Like, you just can't deal with the vampire counts too well unless you kind of have an army that just, like, knows you're fighting counts. Which I guess in my case, I did, but, you know, it's a learning game. They're just kind of tough to take down. What tool do you use to remove the leftover residue on the figure after snipping it? Sandpaper or a knife? Sandpaper or a knife? Like sanding sticks, sponges, anything like that. A knife is like your best friend. And I know that sounds psychotic in any other context but Warhammer, but yeah. If you want to clean minis well, a knife is like the #1 thing. Yeah, vampire counts are pretty tough. I mean, they're thematically cool, but they give people problems. You're lucky to even take a single unit off the board, unless it's like a Fellbat or Dire Wolves or just some dinky little, like, disruption unit. Good luck killing any blocks of undead. They don't die. They're just cunts. They don't die. And if they do die, they just come back and you're like, well, that was a waste of time. Major, hello, sir. Yeah, there's a million tools to clean mold lines, though, but a knife is, like, the #1 thing you need. Sandpaper. Anything from, like, 800 to 1200, I would say is fairly good. eyes, man. Holy moly, is this good? Yeah, it's empty. It's empty. My eyes! The eyes don't get better, folks. Got so many of these damn sprues. Right now it's 10 a.m., yeah. I've been up for a few hours, so I'm still trying to wake up. Probably takes me all morning to wake up properly. Not like Ivana. Ivana's like cooked for like the entire day, but God. Is there poo-poo on this? Or pee-pee? Nope. No mouse poo-poo pee-pee. Well, right now, a coffee would be nice. I have to get a coffee machine, though. And knowing that, I'd just rather be like, well, it's another thing to take with me. The coffee machine I had, I gave to my mom, who is like a... What's the word for this? Dedicated coffee drinker. Well, I mean, yeah, we are going to move eventually. Probably next year, but... Right now, I'm focused on getting rid of shit. Cleaning and figuring out family stuff. You know, it's like, well, you've got 3,000 Warhammer sprues. It's like, you might want to go through those too. Well, it's an exaggeration. I don't have 3,000, but it's just... Problem with Warhammer is there's just so much stuff. I've been collecting this crap for like 20 years. Got out of it, got into it, held on to it, loved it, hated it. The whole shebang. The magic you find when you flip through old storage bins that you haven't seen in a while, and you're like, oh, that is special. Like, I don't remember getting these, but I have them, and that's cool. That's kind of where the 6th edition warriors come in. These guys, I'm like, when did I get these again? Can't remember, but I have a bunch of them. So they may as well go in a sorting bin than sit on a sprue. Just makes life a little bit easier. I just left the work and someone just wakes up. Yeah, time zones, right? I've been up for a few hours, though. Again, I'm not really... I get up early, and I should probably eat and drink and do stuff in the morning, but I've been just kind of go lately. Trying to get stuff done over here. Boom, boom, boom. I miss playing Street Fighter and Total War. Those are like 2 games that I've been fiending to play lately, but one of them will break controllers. The other one is just kind of like, I don't think I'm in the right headspace to even load the game up. Although, you know what? The End Times DLC is coming out. Which I have no clue when that's supposed to come out, but I guess that's when I'll get back into it. You're going to see 0 Nagashes in multiplayer. Guy's going to be like 10,000 gold. I'm just sorting stuff, man. I've got a bunch of sprues to get through, and then maybe some more sprues and some cleaning. I haven't really worked on Warhammer at all in recent memory. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I scraped a few mold lines, and that's about it. And then I played 1 game of Old World. That's all I've done lately with Warhammer. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. I love it, but no time for nothing. But of course, everyone has a million different ideas. Ow. The beauty of Warhammer is that there's so many things to do. The problem, there's so much time you don't have. It's like any free time you get, you usually would put it towards Warhammer, but yeah. Also, I don't think that shield sprue was from 5th edition. There's no way. This is 6th edition sprue. Oh. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, having no time means later down the line you get time. Ideally. Which would be great, because I miss working on Warhammer. Playing a single game will tide me over for a bit, and then being able to at least clip things off a sprue for a storage box. Alright, that's appeasing, but it doesn't really... I don't really get anything done within the hobby. Unfortunately. Is this empty? I think this is empty. We have all the footage. Right now my editor is on vacation. I just got to do the voiceover for that, and then it's out on YouTube, and then I was going to do a few other videos. I haven't started Ryan's project yet, because life has just been so fucked. I think that's the next thing. Which would be the, what's his name? Dane Diorama. Yeah, so I gotta finish the voiceover, I gotta send that over, and then he should be able to edit the video, and we can get it out. Man, that's an old-ass piece, too. I think that was done in, what, June? So, a few months old. I'm working my way towards at least doing, like, the perfect scenario for what I want to achieve in life, as of right now with streams, is to produce League and Warhammer content weekly. That's like the #1 goal right now. And the only way to get to that point is to just figure out all this other shit behind the scenes. Like, I have a million different video ideas and things, and the capabilities to do it, I just don't have the time. I didn't see the message yet, no. And you're good, bro. There's no worries. I will read it. You're way good. There is no rush with anything. I know life is just fucking hectic. And there's, like, tons of things that go on that suck up your time. Or you just kind of want to chill out for a bit. I get it. Yep, so... once we get there, and that's excellent. Yeah, starting things, I mean, it's either, like, legitimate time restrictions, or it's in your head, and you're like, this is going to take a long time to do. Which any sort of artistic endeavor is very time-consuming. Mentally and physically. Not like you're drowning in, you know, physical labor, but it's just a lot of back and forth. No, I haven't had anything, brother. I should eat. I think I'm just going to wait for lunch and then just get lunch. You got to be on that weight loss fasting grind. I have no idea what I want for lunch. Maybe a burrito. Maybe some watermelon in the fridge with bread. Yeah, for sure. Discipline is everything in life. Not to say that you should be following the law and, you know. you have to manage your time and manage your energy. When you get older, you have a lot less of both. Whoops. Yeah, so we'll get there. And then when we're there, we're free. Free! I think as long as you wake up daily and do something productive that will further you in life in some sort of capacity, like that's beneficial. Which I guess is just work or school. But then, you know, you need downtime. You got to manage that free time into something fun. Bread and yogurt. What do I like eating that's weird? I don't know. It's not weird. A lot of people hate peanuts. I like peanuts. Like straight up from the shell, no flavor. Like raw peanut. That shit is good. Which is not weird at all, but... one thing that I know of is a new Trollfest album coming out, and there is a new single in 4 days. I'll say that. I think it's called Trollywood. It's like another conceptual album where instead of dictators, they go and fuck around in Hollywood. It sounds good, too. The little brief snippet of the song they released was, like, super catchy, super good. Other than that, I think I'm only listening to Primus, which is such a weird turn of events. But I do like Primus. I think that's basically it. Dog, hello, sir. Raisins are good. The only raisins that suck are the ones that your mom gives you for school. Those were garbage. When you're older, you're more inclined to probably enjoy weird little snacks like that, especially ones that are dried out and salty and sugary. As a kid, you'd rather have anything else. Eggs are great. Eggs are like, eggs are super fucking tasty and super easy to make. Yeah, those are perfect. Every time I eat an egg, I think back to the Flintstones movie, where they've got like the big, weird Jurassic eggs. That shit looked good. Oh, you know, it's funny. I was eating a salad last night, and Ivana always eats the olives. I don't mind olives, actually. I think the older I've gotten, the more I've not cared as much. When I was younger, I hated olives, but yeah. If you have an Italian, just give them the olives. Feed the Italian olives. They're well, I don't know. They're not that bad. They're just super salty. Put them on a pizza. They're not so terrible. When I was young, it was olives and tomatoes. I fucking hated both, and now I'm just like, eh. It's nutrients, and they taste okay. Yeah, there's a video on, there's like a meme going around on Twitter where there's like some guy sitting in a car, and he's eating a baguette, a pepper, and like a tomato, and he's eating them all plain. And I'm like, that's kind of what I do, though. It's not that weird. Like, the natural flavoring of food and food alone is, like, super tasty. It's... Put it on a sandwich, but, you know. Okay, that's an auto mod. What you typed is an auto mod for sure. I know what you mean. It has nothing to do with what you think it does, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're good. Salad. I get it depends on the salad. Depends. There's so many things that can go into a salad where I feel like maybe they can work, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you're just kind of like, eh. Yucky. Super yucky. Taste buds are weird that way. You've got people across the world eating, like, poop at times. Or, you know, sucking down, like, poo coffee. Or eating snails. Or just whatever else you think is going on in the world is going on in the world. You know what I mean? But to them, it's perfect. It's like, you know, just another day eating good food. Taste buds are very strange. And once you get accustomed to something, it's like second nature. You don't think about it, you just eat it. Trying to think of a food that I've had recently that I've come to love, and I just think it would be olives, honestly. Maybe not love, but just eat. Probably would be that. Yeah, well, again, it's a delicacy somewhere, man. I don't really partake, but it is a delicacy. Unless you grew up in that environment and you, like, ate it consistently, I don't think you'd probably enjoy it. I've seen people eat locust. Like, or yeah, like live locust, like, or cicadas and shit. I'm like, oh, God. All right. If it tastes good, it tastes good. It's like, shouldn't the bug be dead? Or like dousing it in like 25 different sauces before eating it live. Oh my God. Ew. But, you know, it's life. Licorice is weird. Black licorice is so nasty. I don't know what that is, but that is like vile. When I was younger, it was vile. Maybe if I tried it again now, I might enjoy it. Maybe. Tomatoes, lettuce, mozzarella, and olives. Yeah, it probably tastes perfectly fine, man. It sounds like it tastes good. I don't know. I've enjoyed basic foods that have, like, no frills to them. Like, you could walk out into a garden and just start eating a bunch of random garden foods and be like, that's dinner. Have a piece of bread. Gwen, hello, sir. Not alive ones. Yeah, I mean, sky's the limit. Again, people eat anything around the world. It's just a matter of, like, how willing are you, you know? To them, it's just another meal. To you, it's like the death of a taste bud. Or you love it, which is a possibility. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. I am so hungry. Speaking of all this delicious food that thinking about probably shouldn't make you hungry, but I'm just hungry. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to have, like, a meal to have a meal, you know? You got fancy pants people out there who think you have to have, like, multiple courses and, you know, you need butter on that bread. It's like, no, I don't. The bread is the butter. It tastes that good. If you can taste every grain and bit of fermented dough, hey, that's good enough. You go to Costco and get a chicken, and that's dinner. Just eat it. Eat it out of the hot plastic bag. Yummy. Mm-mm-mm. Bum, 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 bum. Jesus. I'm sure in some places that's more of a thing, but yeah, I'm not really sure if. I don't think eating horses here is a thing. I can never imagine what that even tastes like. I don't think I want to taste a horse. You never know, though. It's delicious. Listen, I I will let you eat your horses. I will allow it. Just don't eat it here. Don't eat the horses here. Ay, 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 ay. Keep cutting. I don't know if anyone has those. Does anyone here go to a GW? Like official GW store? I've seen through like people's posts that they've got like recycling bins for plastic sprues at GWs, but I don't think any of the ones I've gone to have cared. or have that. I have no idea. Because I've got as much sprues as I do in actual pieces. Like, you could melt all these down and just make, like, 10 times the amount. And everyone knows when you go to a Games Workshop, it's just an excuse to buy something you didn't want. Or you did want, but you're not going to do for a while. That's the usual thing. Yeah, I gotcha. They sometimes have it. They do sometimes have recycling bins that you can bring sprues in. I mean, otherwise just chuck them. But it gets you in the store. This is done. This sprue is like yellowed. Ew. It's like shit all over it. Maybe I should have washed these sprue. I mean, this sprue looks gross. It's just nasty. Let's do these. What do we have here? Crossbow. Shields, shields, shields. Oh, I've got a whole nother bag of shields. Shields, shields. What is your opinion on buying physical art books? Because some people say it's a waste of money when you can just download it. When you can download art you want on the net. Well, isn't that two different things? Having an art book is just more of an appreciation of the art. Downloading something on the internet is just wanting something because you want it. Like, you can still appreciate things that you download, but any sort of physicality to art, in my opinion, is better than anything digital ever. And that doesn't diminish or devalue digital art in any way, but if I want art, I want it physical. Personally, that's just my opinion. Like, I would never want to, like, that, you know, some of these game pre-orders, they always say, like, oh, if you pre-order the game now, you can get a digital art book. It's like, what a load of trash. One thing positive I'll say is you can just zoom into it. You know, you can kind of examine it digitally, which is actually quite useful. You know, physically you only have that image and you can't do anything with it. You could look at it and do things, but, you know, I'll say that that's a bonus to having it digitally, but I still think physical art books are way better than digital ones. By quite a big margin. But again, that's just an opinion. I can see the value in both, but if I had to choose which one would I rather have, it'd always be physical. Always. Yeah, that's cool. Again, you can, if you're more of a digital person, you can find it online. And that's totally fair if you don't want to lug around, you know, because, I mean, if you own a lot of books in physical media, like I own a lot of books in physical media, it can be a headache. But it can also be very fun and very rewarding if you can manage all of it. I think because of how people kind of had it in the past where, you know, anything digital wasn't really a prominent thing. You'd go to a store, buy a video game, you know, you go watch a movie, bring it home, put it in the VHS player, take it out, rewind it, whatever. You know, there was a lot of, because of technology, things we had to do. And these days, accessibility is through the roof, right? So at that point, it's just what you prefer. Because as much as I love music, I like Spotify. As much as I love art, I can understand that, you know, examining pictures and seeing them online with ease is great, but also having it physically is even better, in my opinion. So it's a mix match. Some people love it, some people hate it. Either way, convenience is king at times, so I can't blame people. But I will say digital art books are like a scam. I don't like digital art books at all. I don't like them. If that's some of your incentive to sell a collector's edition, find a new incentive. That shit sucks. But regardless, you know, it is what it is. You know, for the sake of logistics and money and all these things, you know, digital art books are convenience. And for people putting things out, sometimes it's the only real way to do it, unless you're able to get physical copies out. And then with physical copies, you can give them art books, which is way better in my opinion still. But yeah, it is what it is. Digital art book of Last Miss I got in a bundle with the game. No, well, yeah, it's not about the art itself. It's about the medium in which you kind of give it to people. There's nothing wrong with the art in art books. It's the way it's handled in terms of, like, do I want to sit on a computer and look at pictures from a game I like, or do I want to sit on a couch and, you know, take my time and enjoy it? That's completely subjective. There is no right or wrong. But yeah, I prefer the latter for sure. Like the tactileness of a book and owning something physically, I prefer just because I'm of that era. Like anything around early 2000s and before that, you're just kind of like stuck in that phase somewhat, so I like it. Again, there's no right or wrong. Cedric closer. Just hail Slanesh. Gooners. The Gooner Armada. The Gooners. Do you think you could recognize someone who plays Slaanesh by a glance? Do Slaanesh players look the part? I'd say Nurgle players do, but do Slaanesh players? Dwarf players do. We're all just a bunch of fat, middle-aged men with facial hair. That's basically a dwarf player, no? There's always that, like, very stereotypical, I play this faction, and I look a certain way. It's funny. It's part of the charm of Warhammer, you know? You just kind of know what people play. Or maybe you don't. Maybe the guy looks like he plays dwarves, and then he busts out the Slaanesh. Not middle-aged yet. Oh, you know. Yeah, well, books are cool, but books are... I have a very large collection of books, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a lot of books. And, figuring out how to deal with books when you have so much of them is, somewhat of a problem. I did see that video. Asmongold is doing Nurgle Demons. I mean, it fits. That's what you'd probably do in that scenario. I believe it, mate. Believe it, mate. Now we have another bag of bits, which I hope are not stinky. Don't think they're stinky. Holy 6th edition warriors. Oh my god. Probably gonna wash everything. Well, for me, once I read a book and I love it, I love to look at it because I love the memories that come with it. I love looking at something and being able to recall, you know, that time in which I read it and how enjoyable it was and, you know, just the stuff in it that stays with you. Or if you got to reference it for the sake of YouTube videos or whatever, you know, you're having a conversation about it. That stuff's great. But not everyone's going to be that way. People just want to read it and move on, so I don't blame you. They keep standing there in dust. True. I feel like that's a lot of stuff we buy. Lego fans are like, this is peak. They build it, put it on a shelf, and look at it. And that goes for any collecting, by the way. It's not just Lego fans. Lego. Love me some Lego. Yeah, I thought about that too. I've collected stuff for ages. Doesn't matter really what it is. I've collected it probably, but the thing about Warhammer, and I don't want to sound like a GW shill or anything, despite liking Games Workshop. Maybe not so much their practices or anything, but I like the product. You can do a lot with Warhammer. You can't do a lot with Lego. But the amount of enjoyment you get out of Lego, you can still have in abundance, I guess you could say. Like, for Lego fans, you build it, you get that enjoyment, it sits on a shelf, you like looking at it, and then one day, maybe you don't like looking at it, and then what do? The same could be said for Warhammer, obviously, but there's a lot of, like, work that goes into Warhammer. You've got books, you've got tournaments, you've got a million things surrounding the hobby. Lego is just more of a display piece, which, again, is totally fine. You're going to get that high and be like, I got to get a new Lego set. I got to build this. And then you put it on a shelf and it's like, all right, what's next? And you just kind of keep doing it. I had that kind of realization with Lego, which is in part to why I probably stopped collecting it. I liked the sets I built, but once I built them and I enjoyed them, I was like, yeah. Bit of a tough sell sometimes, you know? And Lego prices, yeah. Well, I mean, if you do any hobby, the prices will be absurd. Like, Pokemon is ruined, Warhammer is still fucking expensive, Lego's fucking expensive. If you do any sort of, air quote, nerdy hobby, yeah, you're paying money. You pay a lot of money to have fun. That's just the nature of the beast with enjoying life, I guess. Sure, I'll answer. This afternoon. What did I say about Lego? I said Lego is very cut and dry in its enjoyment. It just, you know what, though? It depends on the person. Again, these are all things that each person can say totally different things about. But if I go to a store, this is subjective, entirely subjective. The amount of enjoyment you get out of something is really just up to you. But if I had to weigh it between my interests of Warhammer and Lego, if I go to a store and I buy a $500 Lego set, and I buy $500 worth of Warhammer, which do you think you'd get more mileage out of? And again, for someone who's a Lego addict, of course they're going to say Lego. Why wouldn't they? But Lego is this weird, like, never-ending chase, because building it and putting on a shelf gives you only so much enjoyment. And you can keep going back and looking at it and be like, that's amazing. I love that. But I feel like it's almost like a dead-end product. Don't get me wrong, I love Lego. I grew up with Lego. I still have Lego sets. I've collected Star Wars Lego for a very long time. But for me, I feel like with Lego, it sits up on a shelf and you can enjoy it, but you can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? And not everyone has to do something with Lego. That's not obviously everything there is to Lego. But, you know, for me personally, I get so much more mileage out of a Warhammer kit than anything. Like, you're always chasing something in Lego. Oh yeah, you can build anything. People do mocks of whatever the fuck you want. And I think that's the best part about Lego. It's not buying, it's creating. The best part about Lego is having a giant fucking basement full of a million different parts where you can just make endless mocks. You know, cool sets that come out with minifigs that are only available in those sets. Amazing. The builds, probably fun. And I'm a Lego fan. Like, I grew up with Bionicle. I grew up with all the old Lego sets, like the fucking Martian one and the Rock Raiders, whatever the hell that was called. I can't remember the names of them. Old school Star Wars Lego, had Lord of the Rings Lego, Pirates of the Caribbean Lego, all that shit. The pirate Lego sets. Kind of reminds me of RuneScape. RuneScape, you're chasing something that's like, I don't know. You chase a 99 stat and then what? You could say the same about Warhammer. You're chasing a dream of having a full army done, and then when you have it, what's next? And it's like, well, the 30 books that go along with it, the tournaments you can play, the adjustments, the changes, everything feels different. You know, things can get boring over time, sure, but yeah, it really just depends on how much you love it. Drawing is cool, yeah. Drawing is easy to start, like super low, I don't want to say skill floor, but very high ceiling. Yeah, you can do a lot with drawing. Yeah. Well, you know what? Like, again, all subjective. I think when it comes to Lego, most Lego fans are happy, as they should be. Lego's fucking awesome. I just think in comparison to the hobbies I've been through, Lego isn't as exciting as it once was. But it is crazy. Lego's fucking sick, man. Lego is like, you know, you're a kid in a candy shop if you go into a Lego store. You got the pick-a-brick wall, you got all the sets there, like, Christ, man. You will be spending money like never before. Or actually like before, because you were in there last week doing the same thing. Like, Lego deserves its success. It's super sick. Its prices? Maybe if production was outsourced to a different, like, country, it might be a little bit cheaper, but yeah. Not very cheap. Same goes for most things that are made in other countries than China. Who knows? At the end of the day, we want to have fun and enjoy our hobbies, and no one should tell us otherwise, and that's how it should be. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Ivana was eyeing that, and the price and everything, and the too much, a little bit too much, a little bit too much. Like, she's a diehard Zelda fan, but good Christ. Cleaning minis with alcohol? In what way? Yeah, if you're cleaning like paint, go with 99 for sure. You may as well have the stronger concoction. I repainted that squat I did probably 3 times just by spraying it down with 99% alcohol and just like rubbing it with a brush until I was happy with like what I had. IPA is super useful. Alex, hello, sir. Glue spillages? I mean, if there's glue spill, you can't really do anything about that, to be honest. If it's plastic glue, whatever the concoction is, it's just melting plastic. If it's super glue, I would just take a knife to it and just kind of, like, scrape it out as best you can. I think there are ways to dissolve super glue. There might be... Well, IPA is not going to do anything to super glue. If you've got any sort of, like, over-spillage with glue, super glue specifically, I'd probably just try and take, again, a blade to it, sandpaper. Yeah. I believe there's super glue dissolvers, but I haven't used any, I'm not gonna lie. Normally with super glue, what I like to do is just put a lot less to hold it in place and then kind of, like, figure out a way to glue it all down beyond that. Just depends on what you're working with, I guess, but... Yeah, and the brand itself might even tell you how to get rid of it. That's true. I wonder if IPA actually does get rid of it. That'd be a good question. Acetone. Acetone's a bit of a bitch, though. I don't think you want to be dipping too many things in acetone. You are correct, though. It completely eats it away. If you've got a metal mini and you want to drop it in acetone, fine. Do not drop plastic in acetone. Don't do that. That is game over. And acetone is just stinky, bro. That is like, yikes. Yucky. Super nasty. No, I mean, it's like the smell of gasoline. It's all that stuff, right? Gets you. Gets you after a while. All right, shields. Oh, let's listen to something different. Do we even listen to Winrose anymore? I don't think Winrose puts out music right now. Oh, there's a new single by Cannon Fiber. Really? Let's do it. Yeah, I agree. I will agree to that. And then they had like AI merch. Like, ugh. It's pretty bad. Yeah. So yeah. It's like, what the hell? What the hell you doing, boy? He's selling AI merch. Yeah. Great fucking band though. Everyone makes mistakes. That's a bit of a mistake. It's so bad. It is what it is. You know what the funniest thing is? I was watching a brief little YouTube video, and the advertising in the video was so disgusting. Like, whatever you put on YouTube advertising wise is just whoever wants to. And it was about businesses opting into AI. And all right, I think that's kind of a normal thing, but the way they use it is they have and this has been going on for a while, but there's like this new AI assistant thing where if you call a business, you tell me if this is something you'd want to deal with. You call a business, and instead of speaking to a receptionist, you talk to a fucking AI receptionist. How many times have you called a fucking phone number, whether it be for your phone, for inquiries, for anything, and you've been talking to a computer and it's fucked you over? Yeah, you fucking hate that. It fucking sucks. It's so bad. Why would you want that? That's like the last thing you want. And then everyone in the video is like, yeah, with this new AI assistant, it's helped our business grow. Everyone says they love talking to her, and they gave her a name and they had like an image of her on screen. I'm like, this bitch ain't even real. Well, humans can be annoying, but at least you can hear something from like someone who works there. And you could say, well, the AI could be programmed to, you know, give you all the answers and, oh, they work there. True. But sometimes when you say shit, you don't get proper responses. Like, less than you would with a human. Yeah. Like, no fucking way, put me on. And then you have to, like, go through 20 different, like, features to find a human being. Yeah. I hate it. Again, I'm not sure if that's exactly how that's supposed to go, but, like, with everything they've been saying, they've had, like, customer retention is up by 25%. It's like, all right. Yeah. Is it a whole run by? Is that the case? Does it function well? Talking to a person is so important, man, when it comes to things. Yeah, that's exact. You know what? The funniest thing is, I think in the advertisements they were like, We let the AI do all the dirty work while we get to focus on what's most important at our business. And it's like, not talking to people isn't important? What? Corpo, by the way. What is that about? If you ask it 3 questions or 3 words. Yeah. I have no idea. That would be a slap in the fucking if you called a business and you were only afforded an AI person talking to you. What a slap in the face. Oh my god. Holy. That's terrible. Yeah, I saw that advertisement multiple times, and I unironically watched it all the way through to see what the fuck they were spouting. You know, the world keeps moving on. The world keeps spinning. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but, like, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah, we don't need a receptionist. We've got Lily on the job, who's a new hire here. We made her in secrecy in the digital petri dish.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Far cozy.
Yo, Samuel, thank you, sir. 31 months, thank you, buddy. I purchased my GPU through it. You purchased your GPU through AI chat. You know what? If you got it, great. All right. If it works, it works. That's lovely. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my, bro, what the hell? Holy shit. Yo, Anime Titan, what are you doing on this stream? Hello, sir. What the hell? What is up with that? Yo, Anime, hello, sir. Holy fuck, thank you, bro. Why don't 59 gifted subs on this channel. Good Christ. I don't think we even have 59 viewers. Bro, thank you, man. Holy shit, thank you, sir. You know what? If this was 8 months ago, we'd probably have the biggest wheel spin we've seen on this channel. Dude, Anime, thank you, buddy. Holy moly. I think I'd be eating putrid mochi poo tasting beans. You just got word that you're getting a promotion on Saturday. Holy shit. Well, listen, I'll be here Saturday, sir. That's awesome, bro. Thank you, man. That's excellent, sir. You know what? Promotions in any capacity and feeling like your life is going somewhere is a very good feeling. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. We're gonna need an Anime Titan emote on this stream. He's gonna be an anime dwarf. Holy moly. Well, let me ask you this then, buddy. Is there a bonus gifting service right now on Twitch? Did you get any bonuses for doing that at all? Or did Bezos squeeze you for 59? Because I don't think Bezos is very generous in his Twitch sector. When I went to a gifting screen, there was a gift. Oh, did you really? Oh, that's so you. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I didn't even know that existed. There's an option to gift all live followers on stream. That's a really, you know what? You've been very fucking generous with how many subs you've gifted me, man. And I think for the sake of a lot of the subs you've sent, some of them did go off into the void. But for the sake of Twitch and saying, hey, you can gift people who are following and watching a sub, like, that's pretty cool. That way it targets people who actively watch this. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, either way, man, that's fucking super generous of you, bro. And again, thank you. Like, that's crazy. That's a very, very nice thing of you, dude. You're giving everyone the start they need to start Warhammer. You can ruin 59 lives a day. They're pumped. They got to go out and buy some plastic crack. It's going to be a great week. I don't even want to imagine what a bonus is for you. Do they just give you, like, your own nuclear bunker? Fitted with, like, every super crazy contraption to keep you alive in the case that the world goes under? And then once the rich rebuild society, you're there selling them cars? That'd be awesome. It's like an episode of Black Mirror. Risto, hello, sir. We're just tired. I don't really have energy. I woke up early, I did a bunch of cleaning, and now I'm trying to downsize this stuff. We haven't streamed in 2 weeks on this channel, and I'm not really streaming anything right now outside of just cutting things to put away in storage. Just busy, man. Very, very busy. But that is life sometimes. What I want to do is just get back to streaming and not be busy. That is kind of the end goal here. But I did say today that I would be streaming all day, and I'm going to, so I gotta take Mochi out a little bit later, and then I'll be on the main stream, like, immediately. And we should be on cam, because technically we have a cam here. So we'll be on cam for the main stream, and hopefully I'll have a bit more energy. The Warhammer machine. You know what? You could, man. You could be put into a dreadnought. That's what that is. Anime Titan, the dreadnought, and he's a car salesman. He's going to sell cars to Henry Cavill 40,000 years down the line when he's, like, reincarnated as the Emperor. I believe it, dude. Hey, you know what? They always say if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. Some people are made to sell cars, some people are made to drive them. I've done neither. So I've done I don't even have my license. I'm so behind on life. I wonder if my brother got his license because he went off to the military. I think in the military you have to get a license. I just don't know which. It's well, it depends on what you go for. It's some sort of license. I just don't know what he's doing exactly. This is an autoplay song. Yeah, this is. Well, license for driving is what I mean, not in the military. No, they sound fine. This is just an autoplayed song. It sounds totally fine. Just thank you for the sub, Anime Titan. Yes, he's a very generous man. Very, very generous. I'm gonna name my firstborn after Anime Titan. I think I missed out on... Has anyone here seen The Odyssey in theaters? Did anyone go see that movie, the new Christopher Nolan one? Because I think I missed out on seeing it in IMAX. Because now that new Spider-Man movie came out and it took the place of, like, The Odyssey in IMAX, and I wanted to go see it, but now it's only showing in, like, standard format, and standard format's ass. At least for a movie like that. You did see it? Yeah. I may have missed out, unfortunately. Spider-Man 3D. Is it worth watching movies in 3D? I know you have to put the glasses on, and I've gotten to see 3D movies. I found it almost like a bit of a hassle to keep them on your face unless you wear glasses naturally. Or maybe my eyesight's so cooked that it just makes it even worse. It's one of them. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's what a lot of movies are about anyways, right? Just experiencing something. Hang on. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes or something. BRB. 5 minutes, BRB. Right, we're back. What are we listening to? What is this? Random, it's like Russian metal. But it's not Riskaya. Okay. Who dropped a sub on me? That was Anime Titan. Anime Titan, the very generous god here. Bro, you keep using the based ranged emote. Do we need a based emote ourselves? Not that that emote is bad, but like, come on. Come on. You're a sub of mine too, you know. Ivana made all those emotes, eh? She's great. I think we need a based Tobias emote, whatever that may be. Based mochi. Yeah, I've got a lot of I have a lot of emote slots to figure out for the main channel. Ivana's she has a lot of commissions though right now. One day at a time. We got to do that one too. I have to redo that one. That's the official Anime Titan emote. Avita is slow, sir. So we're going to be getting out of here soon, and then I'll be on the main channel. I just want to get some food because I'm, like, completely starved of energy. My diet's been pretty good, but I just don't... I find myself having to think about drinking and eating to usually do it. Which is probably why I don't feel so good right now. Gracias por la suscripción de regalo. Like, he's even got French fans. He's Mr. Worldwide. El payaso. The only reason I know Spanish is because of Bane. That's the only... When you fight, when you're fighting the Joker as Bane, he just starts calling him a payaso. Which is exactly what he is anyway, so... El payaso.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Saludos, Capitan.
There you go. Yo, Chungo, thank you, sir. 4 months, thank you, buddy. So we're going to be streaming on both channels regularly soon enough, but this is like the once-in-a-lifetime stream right now on this channel. Clivo, you speaking Spanish after a donation? What was that? What did I say? Did we put the donation through like a Spanish translator or something? I can't speak anything. The only thing I can speak is English, and even that's a bit shoddy. My stepfather used to be able to speak like 6 languages, and he'd go into like variety stores and just flex. I don't know. It's like talking to the cashier, and he's speaking in like 6 different languages all at once. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That is something. All right, let's see what's garbage here. I was actually looking through my Twitch recently at all the clips, because you know they keep clips, but they don't keep VODs, but they keep clips. Because we've had clips from like 6-7 years ago that are still there, which is kind of crazy. It's good memories. Garbage. Super garbage. What did I come back to? Listen, you came back to Anime Titan being the Titan. Being the one Titan Kratos could not kill. If there's more than one. I just remember that boss fight. Maybe not well, but I think there's supposed to be a few Titans, no? Garbage. Ugh. This is a dirty spruce, so I don't want to cut anything out yet. Maybe we could just wipe it with a baby wipe. Let me go get a baby wipe. Alrighty. We're gonna have to get out of here soon enough, though. It would be much easier to just dunk this in water with soap, but I got a bit of soap. Sure. Ba-bum, 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 bum. Should be roughly good. You found the clip? Send it to, you know what, here. How do I do it? What do I do here? Let's do... One sec. There you go, buddy. You're a mod on both channels now. That's a full-time job. You're going to have to quit becoming a car salesman to do this for unpaid labor. This is the real job. Moderating a stream that needs no moderation. Let me see.
Gracias, Samido, Anime Titan, Q, Bendigas, Nostros, Hermosos,
Wait, why is it sped up? Why do I sound like a TikTok?
Cultivos, Canluvia, Interminably, Yaque, La Langosto no caga, Sobre Nostros, Rapidamente. I just said.
I think that's pretty good, though, no? Do I sound like I speak Spanish? I sound like a brain rot TikToker.
Gracias, Samido, Anime Titan, Q, Bendigas,
You know what? I think I remember this. Did I ask you if you were Spanish or something, and then I'm like, I'm going to respond to you in Spanish? I think that's what it was. 2 times the speed.
Nostros, Hermosos, Cultivos, Canluvia, Interminably, Yaque, La Langosto no caga, Sobre Nostros, Rapidamente.
It sounds legit, though. I could be Spanish. Maybe in a different timeline. I'm skinny and Spanish. I feel like I could do it. You never know. Damn, even the wheel is there. Look at that thing. Holy shit. I still have that wheel. It's just falling apart. That wheel is super dirty. I mean, I'm part Chinese. I gotta speak patois. The Jamaican accent. The dialect. Was it Rosetta Stone? I don't even know what was going on. I mean, we talked about a million different things during the event. I feel like with all this AI shit, people aren't even going to use Rosetta Stone. They're just going to ask AI. It's like, I need to learn Spanish. Teach me Spanish right now. It's like, yes, master. Wagwan, rude boy.
Wagwan rude boy, it's all gone BRA when you eat some of this here Peking duck, scene.
I don't think... Do Jamaican people eat Peking duck? My father was, thinking back to when I spent time with my father, I think all he wanted to eat was pita pit. Which I don't think is Peking duck. Well, yeah, that's more of a like a Chinese food, right? No, you're good, bro. Yeah, Anime Titan, thank you again, man. Hey, for sending, like, you've been way too generous, bro. Thank you. We'll be on the other channel this afternoon. Probably within the hour. I need to finish up here real quick, get food, take mochi, and then, yeah, we'll be on the other channel, bro.
Fun fact, Peking
Yeah, take care,
is
man.
just the old way of transliterating Beijing. So really it's just Beijing Duck XDX, and 3 cheers for Anime Titan. Hip hip hooray.
Hip hip hooray. Is it really? Beijing duck? You know what? If it's edible, people have eaten it. I'm sure translations have been weird over the years, but people have eaten everything. If you want to unite the world, you do it through food. Everyone appreciates good eating. Okay, once we're done with the sprue, I gotta head out, folks. And then we'll be on the main channel, and we're gonna be streaming everyone's favorite League Classic all day. Isn't that just so exciting? Maybe not all day, but I want to play some Bank Plank, you know? It's probably the least engaging, interesting thing you've ever seen on that channel. I think even Total War is more exciting than Bank Plank. I'll say this. The worst part about Classic League is the fact that people are doing that rally cheese mid bullshit. It's so boring. It makes the game so unfun because you don't even get to play, you're just cheesing a win. You want some sort of, like, competent, fun gameplay. And it's, like, the exact opposite. You're just trying to end a game so fast without even thinking. Like, it's just not enjoyable. So I hope they patch that out, I'm not gonna lie. It's basically a 5-man funnel. It's like a funnel orgy. Yeah, League is up in the air, brother. You just gotta try and enjoy yourself with what you're doing.
Is that all you've got? You must have more.
I can remember everything about Dead Space 1 and 2, but for 3 all I remember is that annoying worm monsters that followed you half the game.
I can't even remember that, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Tarek, thank you, sir. I know remember the intro where they had, like, the suicide bomber guy kind of show up and he's, like, all coked out? It was the marker cultists. I feel like, as a natural progression of that game, it would make sense that you've got a bunch of nuts fucking running around and, you know, worshipping the end. It was an interesting dynamic instead of just, like, necromorphs everywhere, but 3 was, yeah, 3 was, like, strange, man. The ending was pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna say much, but yeah, that was, something. Would I try Peking Duck? Maybe. Maybe. I don't think I'm in the mood to, like, I don't think I need it right now, you know, but if I was starving, maybe I'd try it. Is this a fucking cover of Gangnam Style? Oh my god. I think this whole album's just covers. Good god. I really want to clean this before I go. I've got to water. I don't think I cleaned it well enough. I got rid of my paper towel. Oh. It's in the living room. Fuck. Let's just do this. But I've finished those books multiple times, man. I don't think I would read them on stream. They're great books, but, you know. If I was to go back and read anything, I don't think it'd be Gotrek and Felix again. I love that series, but I think I need to read some Age of Sigmar. I've put off AOS stuff for way too long, to be honest. I read a bunch of it initially, and then I was like, eh. And then I kind of just let it slip to the wayside. I have to read one 40K book. And then some AOS. I just don't have time. Yeah, it's a great book. I've read that book. That's good. I did not read the second one. I own the second one. I never read it. When it first came out, I read the Chronicles of the Wanderer, though. Was that a Geimer book? Because Geimer's written a lot of AOS dwarf stuff, and all of it's pretty good. He did, like, the whole Fire Slayer. He did a few stories with the Fire Slayers, I believe. He did a little bit of, like, KO. Did Grombrindle, if I'm not mistaken. I think the final Gotrek and Felix book was a Geimer book. His dwarf stuff is good. Ancestor's Burden, that's the second one, yeah. I own it, but I just haven't read it. I don't have time. Yeah. Well, I'll say this. The only 40K book I'm going to read is The High Call's Order, which is the The only Votan novel they've released. I don't own it. I have to pick up a copy. And that's even if I'm, like, into 40k at that time. You know, 40k for me is... I grew up with it. I've done 40k since 4th edition. It's been my least interested thing in a very long time. Doesn't mean I hate it, but I'm just not, like, super in love with 40k right now. With the old world back, it's a really hard sell. Like, Warhammer Fantasy was always my jam, and that 100% takes over 40k. So that's why I'm only really limiting myself to, like, one book. So it'd just be that one. But everyone is doing 40k. I would love to have a full 40k army done, because then I could just walk into any store and play whenever I wanted, but... yeah, I just... no time. No time and too much procrastination is usually the name of the game here, unfortunately. Yes, sir. Well, I'm about to leave, actually, brother. I am at the end of the stream here, because we just finished cleaning up, and well, I wouldn't even say cleaning up. We just organized a case of old plastics. There you go. 6th edition Dwarf Warriors. The one kit people don't remember. I do believe that's everything. Put this in the garbage. Garbaggio. No, it's the light's above the camera, not below it. That's why. Right. I'm too lazy right now to really change anything. I had to clean up this desk, so I have more space. I have a lot more space on this table right now, and I just said, let me just leave the camera up there, or the light rather. So it's the same thing, just in a different position. I'm trying to be very, clean. Well, clean as I can be, exactly. As clean as a man can be. Oh, there's one more bit, and it's, like, stinky. There's, like, pee on it. The mouse peed on it, I think. I forgot. Ew. I have found way too many mice recently. I think some mother had babies. They're everywhere. I don't think it's mouse pee. It's just something's on this. Listen, I've got Mochi. Mochi's like the Balrog. The mice are the goblins. They respect him. They fear him. All right. I believe that should be everything for today on this channel, which wasn't really exciting or interesting or reinvigorating in the slightest. But yeah, with that being said, I'm done. I gotta go eat. I gotta go see Mochi. And I'm gonna be on the main channel for pretty much all day. So that's it. Thank you for hanging out, folks. We'll keep it quiet, keep it chill here, because I am completely out of energy, and I need food. Which way does this mic go? Oh, it's this way. Oh. I wonder if I had the mic on backwards the entire time. Whoops. All right, everyone, be well. Thank you. Maybe you'll see me on this channel tomorrow morning. Possibly. I need a few days to just chill. I've been so busy. My family has been busy, so ideally we don't do anything for a day or two. That'd be nice. But yeah, be well, and I'll see you.